help me figure out how to be safe during COVID. It's so confusing to know how to have events right now. I don't even know where to start.
Sure, I'm happy to help. And masking is a great place to start.
Oh, right. I love masks. I thought I'd have to wait till Purim to dress up. This part is so easy.
No. By mask, we mean a high filtration mask that fully covers both your nose and mouth.
If you're the one who's so worried about COVID, why don't you wear a mask and I'll be a dino and we'll both be safe, right?
A masked person is at risk of an infection after 20 minutes of exposure to an unmasked person, compared with over 3 hours if everyone is masked.
Oh, wow. I didn't know I could make such a difference in my community by wearing a mask. Also, I heard I could help by getting shots. Where's the bar? Found it!
No, not those kind of shots. But while we're here, look.
Well, what else can I do to help?
Well, if you're organizing an event, you should be sure to go hybrid.
Hybrid? Why would I go hybrid? I identify with the workers.
No, not hybrid. Hybrid. That means if you have something in person, you include a way for people to participate via the internet as well.
Oh, right. But shouldn't we be doing that anyway? Lots of people can't come to events in person for a lot of reasons. Maybe they have trouble moving around, or they can't afford the transportation, or they have to put their kids to bed, or maybe they just had too many shots. And one more question. I went to the Brooklyn Public Library and found out that they're giving away rapid tests for free. So I got a lot! But I didn't realize you could get COVID via your ears.
Oh, right. Well, rapid tests are a great way to find out if you are very contagious at the moment you take them. But when you're interacting with people in person, rapid tests should be combined with masking and good ventilation. And, you are supposed to put the Q-tip in your nose, not your ears.
You want to put a Q-tip? Where? I'll show you where you can put a Q-tip.
Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches. My name is Luis Lopez, and I'll be one of the Spanish language interpreters for this program. So I'm just going to make the announcement in Spanish. Buenas noches, Luis López al habla. Soy uno de sus intérpretes. Tendremos interpretación del inglés al español para quien la necesite. Si alguien está conectada en este canal y lo van a necesitar, por favor envíen un mensaje o bien al chat, o pueden enviar un correo a info@jfredge.org para avisarles que necesitan interpretación y les pasarán el canal para la interpretación. Gracias.
للا فاطمة للا فاطمة والرب غير كلمة للا فاطمة للا لالا فاطمة لالا فاطمة وربي غير دماء
Woo! Wow, I'm so excited. Hi, everyone. Marhaba, shalom. Welcome to this very, very, very exciting event. I am your host. My name is Noam. For those of you who don't know me, the first thing you need to know about me, the JFREJ is the only organization in the world that I will agree to be up for at 2:40 a.m. Woo! I'm speaking to you live from Jaffa. And I am a comedian. I do comedy in Hebrew, Arabic, and English. Some people here label me as the left-wing comedian, which means that my audience contains 5 people. Exciting times. And I come from a mixed Jewish background. My mother was actually born in Iran, and I'll just take this opportunity to mention that everything I'm doing these days and the fact that I'm even able to speak and be anywhere, I always take the opportunity to mention the brave women of Iran who are currently in the midst of the revolution, women, life, freedom. So just shout out to the women of Iran. And I am going to mute the WhatsApp on my computer, as you've heard. 1 second. So on my mother's side, my mother was born in Iran, and on my father's side, my father is a Romanian Jew. So I come from a mixed fusion Jewish background. And when I first heard about JFREJ, the organization JFREJ, I was so excited. I was like, oh, finally an organization where Jews of color, brown Jews like me can feel at home, and the language felt more like home and something much more relatable. So I'm very, very excited to be hosting this event. It is very important to say that this is a winter fundraiser for JFREJ, Jews for Racial and Economic Justice. And JFREJ is the home for Jewish New Yorkers. We organize with our neighbors and allies to transform New York from a playground for the wealthy few into a real democracy, free from all forms of racist violence, with a playground for all of us, a city where everyone has the freedom and the opportunity to thrive. So this is a show, and it's also a fundraiser. So our fundraising goal for tonight's event is $100,000. Woohoo! And at this point, we've already raised $86,000. And tonight I'll be guiding you through all these exciting performances lineup, featuring so many Jewish artists with urgent messages for our communities. And most of our artists are performing on site at the Building Stories Great Small Work Studio in Gowanus, Brooklyn. And I also invite us to give it up for the music we will hear throughout the night from our house band, featuring Laura El-Kaslasi, and music directed by Ira Cohen Temple. I want to thank our ASL and Spanish interpreters who are with us for this program. And there's also a closed captioning option on your screen. And to access the Spanish translation channel, please email info@jfrej.org now. In order to keep each other safe in the midst of an ongoing pandemic, we decided to hold this event virtually. Some JFREJ members have gathered in small groups across New York and beyond to watch with friends and community members. So let's cut out to one of our parties and say hello. Where are you? Hi. Okay. Now it's my pleasure. Did we see them? Did I miss it? Okay, never mind. Hello to all our watch parties. You know, I told JFREJ I don't have a problem to fly to New York just for this event, but they were like, okay, we'll do it virtual. I'm like, okay, yes, of course, we have to keep everyone safe. But next time, please buy me a flight ticket to New York. Thank you. And that was my message to the executive director of JFREJ. Please welcome Audrey Sasson. Woo.
Good evening. My name is Audrey Sasson, and I am the very proud Executive Director of Jews for Racial and Economic Justice. It's a joy to be with you all this evening, celebrating the arts and culture that are foundational to what we're building at JFREJ together. At JFREJ, we're building a future, a city, a state, and a world where we all have the freedom to thrive. It means we spend our days and our nights organizing on issues from labor to housing, from the care economy to police accountability. We do all of this with grit, tenacity, love, strategy, lots of spreadsheets, you name it. And we work hard for that liberated future for all of our communities. So why an arts spectacular? Well, it's not just because it's nice, although clearly it is. I cannot overstate how meaningful it is for me as a Mizrahi Jew, hearing the incredibly melodic sounds from our house band featuring Laura El-Kaslassi and the incredible musicians that they have brought together for tonight's event. It really, really touches my soul as someone from Egypt and Iraq and Syria and Lebanon. It's really, I'm incredibly grateful for their offering to our movement. And diasporism means we celebrate the many lineages from which we come, and we are in dialogue with our past, our present, and our future. And arts and culture are central to our work because without them, we cannot cultivate the radical imagination that we need in order to see the world to come. Our collective liberation requires not just that we push back against the forces that hurt our communities, it requires that we imagine a future of joy and interconnectedness, a future in which there is no justice just for Jews, just as there is no justice that erases us. And we do that in all of our complexity, with all of our histories, tied up together into a beautiful future that works for all of us. Artists are central to that mission, they are central to that project, and we are truly, truly honored to celebrate their offerings this evening. So without further ado, I invite you to sit back, raise a glass, and enjoy the show. Let's get free.
Hi, this is a plate, and this is a cup. And this is a story I didn't make up. Sorry? My name's Grace. I'm a long-term JFREJ member and a traveling middle-aged student of the beauty goddess Aphrodite.
Hi, everyone.
Nice to meet you. Aphrodite trained us up to preside over grace. You know, the pleasures of life, like flowers and flowery wreaths and festive joy.
The grace of political organizing infused with irresistible culture and art infused with irresistible analysis. Popcorn?
Thanks. Aphrodite sent us forth to dress up and to spread the word that the things we really love are an alchemical resource for conjuring strength.
Grace is connected to beauty, thought, and agency.
While polishing off her happiness popcorn here at Grace Small Works Studio, Aphrodite explained that splendor and beauty are what make JFREJ activity so potent.
So you Graces hang around JFREJ a lot?
We try not to hover.
Okay, shout out to JFREJ legend Jenny Romaine. Jenny's a director, designer, and puppeteer. Am I saying it correct? Puppeteer. And English is my third language, so we're all gonna forgive me. Co-founder, artistic director of the Great Small Works Visual Theater Collective. Jenny and the three Graces will be returning to us throughout the evening. I just wanted to say, in regards to arts and culture, how personal this idea is. Up until 5 years ago, I was working for the United Nations, and now it is 2:49 a.m. and I'm doing an art spectacular. Why? So my entire life I've been trying to work on justice and peace building and doing a lot of work around Israel, Palestine, and also shout out to any Palestinian audience members and friends that we have. I promise you this show is going to be like, we're only going to take 70 minutes of your time, not 74 years this time. So stay with us. Throughout my life, I've been a fierce fighter for justice and peace building. And 5 years ago, I was looking around me and I was like, I think I'm not doing something right. I was listening to the news and I was like, something is off. I think I'm not making the influence that I want. And then, news started to come from the Ukraine, that there is this like Jewish comedian who is really funny, and he's writing a TV show about becoming a president, and he is becoming a president. So I was like, maybe I should start writing jokes if I really want to take seriously my political career. So here I am with you tonight. As you can see, everything is going very, very well. And I am actually the first Jewish comedian to be invited to the Palestine Comedy Festival here in East Jerusalem. And I have been lucky to use my Arabic to make fun of a bunch of dictators and leaders here and also in the Arab world. And I by accident, a few years ago, proposed marriage to the Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman. And I wanted to make fun of the normalization between, the Gulf countries and Israel. So I was making fun of MBS, Mohammed bin Salman. It went viral. And so since then, I've been staying away from Turkish consulates because I don't want to end up like Khashoggi. And yeah, when this thing became viral and it reached millions of people, I was like, political activism is okay, but when you make jokes and it reaches millions of people, you're like, okay, arts and culture and jokes are a great way to reach the masses. So I think this is what we're going to celebrate tonight. And I'm super, 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 super happy to be doing it in the space and community of JFREJ that I really, really deeply believe in all your missions and all your language, even though I don't understand sometimes when you talk about community building, solidarity, hashtag, all these things that I don't know how to translate to Hebrew and Arabic. So I'm happy that this is in English. And so in addition to this being an evening of art spectacular and art and music, this event is a fundraiser. No one told me to repeat this 30 times. It's my own private choice. I want to thank the 170 members of the host committee for supporting this event. You saw their names in the beginning. And thank you to all of you who supported JFREJ by buying tickets. Our goal tonight is to raise an additional $14,000 during this event to reach the fundraising goal of the event. So I'm going to be giving you updates throughout the hour on how we're doing. And one way to support JFREJ is to buy tickets to the incredible raffle items. It is not too late, and every ticket you buy increases your chance of winning one of the prizes. So the raffle prizes include, ready? A Jewish Left library. Over 18 books all about Jewish art and activism. We're sending one to Kanye as well on the house. A framed photograph by Ahmad Jarboa, one of the Palestinian artists you will learn from about tonight. And a set of handmade Judaica, including a menorah, a Seder plate, and a Kiddush cup. Who doesn't want all of this in their house tonight? It is my pleasure to introduce our next performer. Dori Midnight is a community healing practitioner, ritual artist, and writer. 250 of you received amulet kits from Dori in the mail, and thanks to supporting this event. So now is the time to grab them.
Hello and welcome to the Great Jewish Amulet Makeoff. I'm your host, Dory Midnight. Unfortunately, the usual hosts were not available this evening, and all they could find was a queer witch. Today, on our special J-Fridge episode, we will be making kemiot, little Jewish amulets for community protection. For thousands of years across the diaspora, Jews have been making amulets. But sadly, this tradition has been lost for many of us in the face of assimilation, anti-Semitism, patriarchy, and white supremacy. When we lose these wisdom traditions, it can leave us vulnerable to adopting more toxic mimics that offer us an illusion of protection, like borders, policing, wealth hoarding, land theft, and ethno-nationalism. But J-Fridgers know that those things only produce more insecurity and harm, that safety is in solidarity and the magic of interdependence. So join me as we draw on the salty wisdom of the kitchen and the brilliance of those who have always practiced community care from home. Amulets are crafted for specific purposes, most often to ward off energies or entities known as shadim, or demons, or against the evil eye. Now, we're not going to get into demons or evil eye this evening. That is a whole other episode. But we can just know that being alive is vulnerable and shit happens. Being in relationship and living in community has always been tricky, and our ancestors knew this and made crafts about it. They used the plants that grew around them and what they had on hand to make little pockets of protection to help ground and comfort themselves in the face of fear. These days, we can use all the help we can get to feel a sense of protection and connection. We need magic. We need counterspells to empire and capitalism and fascism. So let's make amulets. The amulets we will be making together are based on a pouch or pocket style, which have often been filled with plants such as garlic, rue, and rosemary, or sometimes salt and a little challah. They are often decorated with symbols such as the eye, or the Hamsa, the protective hand, with the colors blue and red. Some of you may have received some amulet kits, and for those of you who did not, it's time to rummage around your homes just like your ancestors did, looking for a little piece of fabric, some needle and thread, and then just go into your pantry and find some spices and herbs. Judaism is a living tradition, and here on the Great Jewish Amulet Makeoff, we are into self-determinist magic. We are into relational magic, rigorous magic, and the radical magic of everyday life. So, get creative, use what you've got, and just live a little. I'm going to give you a quick and dirty guide to a few of the plants that you might like to put in your amulets that Jews have often used for protection. Now, I could talk for 3 hours about each one of these plants, but this is going to be quick. It's just going to be like speed dating with plants. The first thing that you'll notice about all of these plants is that they have strong scents and are medicinal, attributes which have often been associated with their protective powers. Let's begin with garlic. Jews have a long history with garlic. We have both called ourselves and were called pejoratively garlic eaters. In the Torah, we say garlic kept us strong. In the Talmud, garlic is named as an aphrodisiac, and we are commanded, literally it is a mitzvah, to eat garlic on Shabbat. My own grandmother carried garlic in her bra and in her pocketbook, and my grandfather used to eat one piece of garlic before bed every night to keep away the angel of death. These pungent little cloves have always been our friend. Garlic has traveled all around the world with us. Jews love to tuck garlic into pockets and pouches, hang on our doors and windows, place under the pillow during labor, leave on gravestones, and string onto necklaces. Garlic's spicy aroma is renowned for keeping harm at bay. So this is a good one if you're needing protection that has a little zesty aliveness and the courage to stink as you truly are. Let's talk about cloves. Tiny, spicy, and warming, cloves offer protection from gossip and the harmful gaze of the evil eye, in part due to their resemblance to eyes. There's a Sephardic ritual called claves a la lumbre, which involves taking a handful of cloves and passing it around the body to absorb malevolent energies. The cloves are then tossed into a fire, and when the cloves explode, it is said that the evil eye is gone. Cloves are also sprinkled into Ashkenazi besamim, a spice mix for Havdalah, the ritual performed at the end of Shabbat. Now, Kabbalists believed that at the end of Shabbat, the demons began to gather. So Havdalah served as sort of a remedy, protecting us with flame, with wine, and with a warm scent of cloves. Cedar is another one you may want to use, used for the roof beams and paneling in both the temple and in King Solomon's palace. Jewish priestesses also burn cedar outside the entrance to the temple. So cedar would be a good one to include if you're wanting to create a kind of sacred space around you. Then we have rose. Rose is a heart protector and is especially good for heartache and heartbreak and making boundaries in relationships. Roses protect their softness and their openness with their thorns, so they can teach us about staying open while also staying boundaried. Salt. Now, Jews have long held salt as protective, symbolizing life itself, and have relied on salt's cleansing, healing, and protective powers. The ancient rabbis likened salt to the Torah, as both were essential for life. In the Torah, salt is rubbed on a newborn baby for protection, and in the Talmud, 2 drunk rabbis massage salt and oil onto their feet to get clear. There's a Sephardic tradition called pasar la mano, in which you wave a handful of salt around your body to remove the evil eye. And midwives in the diaspora have advised casting a circle of salt around the birthing room for protection. In medieval Europe, salt was tucked into little pockets of children, along with a bit of challah, and also set into bowls around the corners of the home to protect from demons, from shedim. Once a sacred offering in the temple, salt has now moved to the altar of our kitchen tables and has been preserving us for life ever since. And finally, maybe a little decoration. Maybe you want to add like some beads or some gold or some other little things that you love. In your amulet kits, there are some little blue eye beads. Eyes are kind of like mirrors where they deflect the bad eye. So you can kind of tie them on, use them for decoration. So now it's time to make our amulets. The first thing to do is to really think about who you are making this amulet for. Is it your friend or a comrade, a child in your life, someone who's having a rough time, someone who needs a little bit more healing, maybe your dog or your cat or an elder? You can make a bunch and just give them out, or maybe you want to make one for yourself. Now, think about which of these plants are really calling to you. Which ones rang a bell when you heard me talk about them? Use your hands, use your hearts, use your intuition. Trust yourself. You can't go wrong. You're going to take your bit of fabric, you're going to place your plants and your substances into it, and then get creative. There's a few examples of what you can make. You can just make a little pouch and tie a string around it, a simple sachet that requires no sewing. You can make a pocket that you open and close. That's especially good if you're going to use garlic. You can embroider, you can sew, you can add beads, bedazzle. You can keep it simple, but make it beautiful for you. Making things beautiful is a Jewish cultural value called Hiddur Mitzvah, which should totally be somebody's drag name. Hiddur Mitzvah? I hardly know her. We make it extra beautiful for pleasure, for devotion, as offering. Now this amulet you can wear around your neck, you can hang it above your door or your bed, you can tuck it in your pocket, you can swing it around on the dance floor, or carry it with you at the marches in the street. Make one, make many. Amulets are for everybody. Just remember that the protective power of the amulet is not outside of us, but rather places us inside the interdependence we are already woven into. Thank you so much for joining me this evening on the Great Jewish Amulet Make-Off as we re-enliven these ancestral traditions and awaken their liberatory potential. May these practices move us towards abolition and mutually flourishing life for all. Good night.
Yeah, thank you. We have some funny comments coming in as we were watching. Someone said, just don't let your pets eat garlic, or really most things, especially cats. They are really the utmost carnivores. And someone also wrote, how come I didn't know all of this? Secular. So we're learning something new. I'm also learning to tell my aunties to stop shoving garlic in my jackets because I end up cleaning my room and finding just random garlic stuff in my room 3 years after. And I'm like, when did this garlic come here? Anyways, I hope you will stack on your roses and make healthy boundaries in your relationships and protect yourself from all the shedim. Now, speaking of community protection and creating robust networks and interdependence, it's my pleasure to introduce Bobby Sackman. Bobby is a JFREJ member and a leader in the New York Caring Majority in our work to win fair pay for home care and a feminist caring economy.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. And thank you, Dory. We definitely need all the protection we can get. I'm talking to you at a moment when our vision for a just and caring New York is profoundly impaired and imperiled by Mayor Adams and his wealthy mega donors who are implementing an austerity budget and gutting the city's budget. He's cutting many services and he's presenting a pro-Trump campaign for his mega donors. We've seen him do this before. And he is now telling that the NYPD can, quote, involuntarily detain New Yorkers who are perceived to be suffering from a mental health crisis. Rather than investing in long-term care and support, this new policy would expose them to danger, to traumatic, dangerous, or even deadly interactions. We all know Hall at noon for a press conference and urging the mayor to rescind this harmful policy and wear your JFREJ t-shirt and anything else you might have. You can get all the details at jfrej.org/rescind. These policies are the opposite of care. And JFREJ is all about the caring economy and caring for each other, which is why we are spreading the work of our vision of this caring economy across New York. And I want to give a shout out. Right now, we've got a caravan. Did you know that? We've got a caravan going across the state. And I mean across the state. They started and drove out to Buffalo. Do you know how far Buffalo is? It's far. And they've been driving now through Ithaca and slowly going to make their way, I think through Rochester, but definitely through Albany, Westchester. And on December 13th at a senior center in Manhattan, we're going to do a launch event for the Fair Pay for Home Care campaign. And so I'm hoping that you'll follow us in this. You know, home care workers earn poverty level wages. They are predominantly women of color and immigrant women. And because of this, New York has the largest shortage of home care workers of any state in the whole country. Now, what does this mean? It means that if you're an older adult needing care, if you're a person with a disability, if you're a family caregiver, you can't get the support you need. It means a home care worker can't earn a living wage to take care of her own family. And so it goes on, and we're in a very serious crisis of care. Thousands of women in this state alone and millions across the country have had to leave their jobs due to the lack of home care and elder care. And so when we say let's get free, safe care at home is what we want. We don't want to go into nursing homes. That's institutionalization. So the New York Caring Majority now has a postcard campaign to Governor Kathy Hochul. Our goal is 10,000 postcards. And we're urging her to put fair pay for home care in the 23-24 state budget. And it's about time she does this. She knows home care. She's got home care in her own family. Her father gets home care. And so you can learn more at jfrej.org/postcard. And the final thing is postcards. Home care workers work hard. We're working hard. Postcards. Please join us. Fair pay for home care. Thank you.
Aphrodite, beauty goddess, taught us
that grace is
the ability to listen and to understand the significance of silence.
That grace is
the internal girding that allows us to move without fear.
The grace of harmony is personified by Grace Paley, a writer, feminist, and anti-war activist who achieved something rare: a life in which the public person and the private person were one.
Grace Paley was born in 1922 in the Bronx into a family of immigrant socialist Jews. She wrote, "Everything gets in the way of everything else. The politics take from the writing, the children take from the politics, and the writing takes from the children. But the truth of the matter is, everything pulls on everything else, and it makes for a very interesting life."
The writer is a person who, as a child, sat under the kitchen table listening to the grown-ups speak. You have to be a good listener.
So over 5 months in 2021 and 22, artists from Gaza and New York came together online to create and share art. Here's a video about their work.
Tomorrowland as an art exchange program between IOTA from Gaza and New York. It's a path that inspired to achieve a communication between society and create a new solidarity approach in order to achieve a peace and a new vision for preserve our humanity. This path is born from the believing in the impact of the culture and art on the awarenesses of society and their ability to change. For these reasons, we invite a group of artists from Gaza and New York to meet and to exchange idea and to discuss themes and topics which going to found a common based understanding for these issues. And for 5 months they meet and discuss 5 topics which going to present in this video, and all of these program coming under the vision for preserve our humanity.
The Tomorrowland Art Exchange was a collaboration where artists from New York, many of them Jewish, some Palestinian, and artists from Gaza met online to share stories, build community, connect, and make and share art. Each month, our art making had a theme. Our themes were freedom, solidarity, the sea, and Tomorrowland, or the future. What you're about to see is art that got made and is still being made as part of that collaboration.
Is that the only place which I feel I'm free? Is that the only place where I can't even see? I don't need the medicine, is that my pharmacy?
الأمل تايه في الشلو دليل ما الدنيا عنا تشقلبت كريمنا عاش ذليل مش ضايل أي حل اليأس عايش فينا السفر مهرب وحيد طلعنا بالسفينة الليل أسود الموج عالي اتخبطت الأفكار كل أهلي أجوا ببالي كيف حصرف عحالي كيف حبني مستقبل كيف حصارح أهلي إني في عشت مبهدل.
Suddenly we're talking about the future so enjoy it. So خليني أقول لكم قصة. بتذكر لما سيدي يحكي عن قصص زمنهم وإخواني عند النار بيحمصوا بخبزتهم ويقول لي كيف كانوا يطلعوا بمنع التجول بس برضو ما حكى لي يا ترى مين بيمنعهم هين اليوم. صرت 20 سنة.
This is Arm Ronaldo, and to me, Tomorrowland is solidarity.
I'm David Bragan. Tomorrowland has been a terrific opportunity to share creativity with people from Gaza and from here, and it opened up a whole new world for me.
Tomorrowland is the transformative power of art and artists to transcend and resist boundaries and borders.
I hope that we as Jews can see Palestinian freedom and right of return as an essential part of the world we want to live in.
Tomorrowland is joy. Tomorrowland is art. Tomorrowland is creation. Tomorrowland gives me hope. And Tomorrowland is a better future for all of us.
I'm Sarah Sills, and Tomorrowland was a celebration of connection between artists in Gaza and New York, and every session filled my heart with awe and appreciation.
Tomorrowland is proof that we all speak the same language: hope, love, and togetherness.
Amazing. Thank you so much. There isn't a more urgent time to speak about Palestinian liberation and justice. And who knows what will bring this? Maybe Tomorrowland, maybe the World Cup, because it looks like this World Cup is a Palestinian World Cup. So arts and culture, sports and soccer, we'll see which one will free Palestine first. Now going back to Laura El-Kaslassi and our house band, and get ready, because after this song, I am going to pull the names of the raffle winners. I know you are so eager to hear who are the raffle winners. So now is really, really your last chance to buy tickets. So Laura El-Kaslassi, take the stage. Woo!
Tomorrowland as an art exchange program between IOTA from Gaza and New York. It's a path that inspired to achieve a communication between society and create a new solidarity approach in order to achieve peace and a new vision for preserve our humanity.
This is Yafa Vetama by Shlomo Abitbol. This is a song that's very dear to my heart. It was written by my great-great-grandfather in Marrakesh in 1860. And I'm going to precede it with an opening derived from the tradition called Sipaich Evne that talks about Jerusalem. But before I do that, I must pause to contemplate another vision for Jerusalem, the one that's offered to us right now, as Kahanists are actually rising to power in Israel-Palestine right at this moment. Jerusalem, Al-Quds, is a holy city for all people and should protect and harbor all people. It is past time that we imagine a city that stops the evictions, that stops police violence, that stops military repression, and that ends walls. The tradition actually gives us a vision for that. Sipaich evne u'sharaich arim. I'll build your pathways and your entryways. ויסדתיך סביב סביב בספירים, and I'll found you and surround you with sapphires. This is what the tradition teaches us. Surround Jerusalem with sapphires, not walls. סיפאי חבנה ושערייך ארי סיפאי חבנה ושערי חרי וסדתיך סביב סביב בספירים וסדתיך סביב סביב בספירים יפה ותמה תורת אמא הנעימה מיוחל להעמיק בסודך סוד אלוהים חיים יפה ותמה תורת אמא הנעימה מיוחל להעמיק בסודך סוד אלוהים חיים רבים חוקים ומצוות טובים את כל ליבות מלהיבים נאהבים וגם נשגבים רבים חוקים ומצוות טובים את כל ליבות מלהיבים נאהבים וגם נשגבים וכפת יפוצץ סלעים והרים הן בנייך נתנו בכל תורת אמת
Woo! Wow, amazing. I am going to announce the winners of the raffle. Are you ready? Are you excited? Woo! I can't hear you, but I can feel your energy in all your different parties around New York. Next time, fly me out to New York, please, J. Fred. Let me escape all the kahanists here, please. I'm not doing this because I love being awake at 3 a.m. I just want you guys to give me some artist visa, something to get out of here. Don't leave me with all the kahanists here. Anyways, Jewish Left Arts and Culture Library winner is Laura Wernick. Woo! Congratulations. I'm so jealous. You get all this Jewish Left Arts and Culture Library. My gosh, such lucky. You get lucky. Okay, the winner of the photograph by Palestinian artist Ahmed Jarboa goes to Aidan Groner. I mispronounced your name, but you know who you are. You're the winner of the photograph. And our last winner of the Judaica set is Sarah Meister. Woo! Yay! I want to congratulate the winners and also all of you for doing a great job. We're going to give updates on the fundraiser very, very soon. But before that, I want to introduce the next video, which is actually taken from a Rosh Hashanah service. I know it is the Hanukkah season, but we just had to share this because it's so beautiful. And in this video, you're about to see Shahana McKinney Bolden performs a prayer inspired by the Berdi Shiva Rebbe, laying charges against God for the suffering and oppression in the world. This piece is an excerpt from her ongoing project inspired by the life and work of Gladys May Sellers Mack, professionally known as Goldie Steiner, an African-American cantor. The words translate to, "From my place I will not move from my place. An end let there be to all sorrow and suffering." Let's watch it.
Good day to thee, Lord God Almighty. I, Levi Isaac, son of Sarah from Bertiche, I stand today before thee with a grave and earnest plea for this, my people. Why do you complain about your people? What dost thou demand of thy people? For everywhere I look in Torah, it says, speak to the children of Israel. And every other verse is, say to the children of Israel. And over it says, Zaves b'nei Yisrael, taten you, kama umois ba'olam, parsayim, bavlayim, edomayim. The England did, what boast they? Charles III is a Caning. the January 6ers, what post today? Unzeir, Trump is a malachus. Und ich, Levi Yitzchak ben Sorev, mi Berdiche v'zog. Hamelech hayoishev al kisei ram v'niso. Und ich, Levi Yitzchak ben Sorev, mi Berdiche v'zog. Lo azuz mimekaymi. I shall not be moved from this place until an end there be to all this sorrow and the suffering. He's got Ve'yis kadosh Shemei
Wow, my gosh. Okay, now I would like to introduce to you the wonderful, and I think got a little bit emotional from this last song, the lovely, lovely, lovely JFREJ's Deputy Director, Shifra Sered.
Thank you so much, Noam. We are so honored that you are hosting our event this evening. For any of you watching who have never seen Noam stand up or are not yet following her, I cannot recommend it enough. You can see Noam and all of our performers' information at our website at jfrej.org/performers. As Noam mentioned, I am JFREJ's Deputy Director. I joined the staff this past year, and working to organize an art spectacular has been such a warm and wonderful welcome to the JFREJ community. I am consistently in awe of the creativity, radical imagination, and dedication of everyone who made this event happen. Some of you watching at home might be wondering, what about the Mazals? JFREJ's beloved annual gala that usually takes place around this time every year. We decided to postpone the Mazals so that we could gather in person and outdoors safely next spring. At JFREJ, one of our core values is that we take care of each other. In the midst of an ongoing pandemic, when so many are still so isolated, gathering virtually like we are tonight, or safely in person like we hope to do next year, is just one way that we take care of each other. We need to take care of each other. We need to be taken care of ourselves now more than ever. We are witnessing and experiencing an emboldened, patriarchal, authoritarian, white Christian nationalist movement that threatens us, our loved ones, and our neighbors. Across the country, we are seeing the passage of laws that criminalize trans people, take away our right to bodily autonomy, target refugees and immigrants, attack our right to vote, and give free rein to police to harass Black and Brown communities. At JFREJ, we know that where we live is our home, so we have a responsibility to organize here in New York to make it a place where everyone has the freedom and opportunity to thrive. For everyone who lives here now, and everyone who will come here seeking refuge. We must make New York a place that invests in public education, in arts and culture, and divest from systems of policing and incarceration. We can win our transformational agenda, but to do so, we must be resilient. We must be grounded in our commitment to each other. We must find joy and connection, even in the darkest months, and we can only do this together. So, I am asking all of you to support JFREJ tonight. I invite you to give at whatever level feels powerful to you, whether that's $10, $100, or $10,000. If you are already a dues-paying JFREJ member, thank you so much. And I invite you to consider another contribution tonight. If you're not yet a JFREJ member, what are you waiting for? Join the party. We welcome you with open arms. And if you need more incentive, now, like right this very instant, if you give any donation over $3, the first 50 people who give will receive an amulet kit from Dory Midnight that has everything you need to make your own Jewish protective amulets. You can give right now at jfrej.org/give now. We are tracking donations as they come in, and we are really hoping to reach our goal of $100,000. As you give generously, I am honored to introduce Shoshana Vogel, an artist, a singer, and my dear colleague at JFREJ. She will be singing an original piece backed up by the JFREJ House Band. Y'all are in for something really special. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Shoshana, proud border crosser. I'm going to offer a meditation today, a song called Yemaya, who is the mother of the oceans, a healer of the waters. Thank you for listening. Healing light, that's what you bring. Healing light. Healing light, that's what you bring. Healing light. And the water's no longer confining. And the water is shimmering free. And the water becomes beauty blinding. You bring us freedom, relief. Yemaya, 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 Yemaya. Healing light, that's what you bring. Healing light. Healing light, that's what you bring. A healing light. And the water's no longer confining. And the water is shimmering free. And the water becomes beauty blinding. You bring us freedom, relief. Yemaya, 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 Yemaya. Healing light, that's what you bring. Healing light. Healing light, that's what you bring. A healing light. And the water's no longer confining. And the water is shimmering free. And the water becomes beauty blinding.
Wow, I think, do we have an exciting update on the fundraising? I think we're reaching 97,000. Is it true? Wow, you guys are doing an amazing job. That's amazing. So we are going to head back to the last of the three graces while you continue to give. Okay.
Grace Lee Boggs, a master of strategy. Grace Lee Boggs, a Chinese-American intellectual who became active in the 1930s and for 70 years has participated in the great humanizing movements in the United States, from the movement for Black Power to the movement to Respirit Detroit.
Isn't strategy the art of war? Where's the happiness popcorn in that?
That festive flower offering makes me gag.
And but wait a minute. Grace Lee Boggs has a marvelous grammar of strategy, those well-chosen objectives to help us grapple with seemingly intractable social issues.
Miss Boggs?
Said Aphrodite.
Can we ask you a few questions?
Shoot!
Can a much-needed revolution gain traction in the United States?
When can we expect it to happen?
Will we know it when it is happening?
You know, I've written a lot of books like 1, 2, 3, 5, 1 million. Perhaps you should read them.
Oh, come on.
Please
No,
be
gracious.
Tell us.
Okay. From Grace Lee Boggs, 90 years of activism in 3 points.
Go, Grace.
Point 1. Revolutionary leadership must have the audacity to break free of old ideas. Instead of being disheartened when you have to break with your beliefs, let yourself evolve.
Point 2.
We're all part of the problem, so we're all part of the solution.
Point 3.
Take a leap, or wiggle or something. Beautiful. Create new forms of community-based institutions like co-ops and small businesses that give us control over how we earn our livelihoods and make sure that the environment is factored into the bottom line.
Grace?
Yeah.
Are traveling students like ourselves simply too worn down and freaked out to make revolution happen?
How do you maintain your optimism? Stop thinking of yourself as victims. Become more human. Change yourselves. This is life. This is life.
Thank you so much, everyone. Please stick around for the last number because it's going to be the last song by Laura El-Kaslassi and the house band video. And I also want to encourage folks to stick around for the credits at the end so you can see all the names of the band members. I've been watching the JFRED team in the past few weeks organize for this and getting so excited putting this together. And I'm so happy that we could all help reach this really important goal. Thank you so much for having me as your MC. And it's been a real pleasure being part of this event. And please don't go anywhere and stick around for the last video.
وشحال تزيد مازال تخليه يا الغايب في ملان الناس شحال تعيام تجري فيك واد الكون راه ولا زمان وانت ما تدري يا رايح وين الزفر تروح جايه وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا رايح وين الزفر تروح جايه وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي علاش قلبك حزين وعلاش هكذا كي زوالي ما تدوم أشدا ولا بديت على مقتبلي ما يدوموا الأيام والله يدوم صغرك والصغري يا حليل ومسكينة اللي حابس هدوك الزهري يا رايح وين الصفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا رايح وين السفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا مصبر نعطيك وصيت يدي على فكري شوف ما يسلح بك قبل ما تبي وما تشري يا نايم جاني كي نصرلك اسرالك اسرالي هك دارا وقادر في الجبل السرحان والعلي يا رايح وين صفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا رايح وين تصفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا رايح وين صفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا رايح وين صفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا رايح وين صفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي يا رايح وين صفر تروح تيا وتولي شحال ندموا العباد الغافلين قبلك وقبلي